Hi guys, Kim here. I came across an article the other day and it had no author attached to it. It was generally about why communication is so very difficult in this current time and some of the excuses that others have for simply not listening. Why some people can see uncomfortable things and why others can't. So one of the things this article said was regression and fear of freedom. Freedom comes with risk and responsibility. Most crave a return to the submissive comfort of childhood, where adults took care of everything, and they want to see the state take care of them. And willful blindness, also known as the ostrich effect, our minds won't let us acknowledge something that will cause psychological pain, so we ignore it. So it doesn't matter, rationalize it and make excuses for it and stuff. But the thing about language is it's real and it's alive. It has a feeling attached to it. When you read a message or hear a message, it's magic. You can be moved by it, whatever it is that you're reading or hearing, even though it may not have anything whatsoever to do with you. So whoever created language, I feel, was aware of this and very intentionally set off with the purpose of disguising it, or disguising the pure intent of it. So we would merrily go on through our daily lives, oblivious to the knowledge that we were reaping whatever we typed in a text that day to a friend, or whatever we said to somebody. It's so deep that its knowledge of it has been cleverly hidden from us until now, until the time where the truths surface, so we get the opportunity to face them, look at them and decide for ourselves if we want to place that into our belief system or not. Like this message, for instance. I am not what you think I am. You are what you think I am. I really had to think about that one, and it did my head in for a little while. I actually think Nige used that one day, but I don't think he actually went into it. So words can be expressed as swords, same word depending on the context. One example would be, just use your imagination for goodness sake. Or, you have a great imagination. It just depends on the context. So it's a bit like that trick where you find 10 things that you don't like and see how you feel, and then find 10 things that you do like and see how you feel. There's a huge difference between the two mindsets, if only we could slip between the two mindsets willfully. So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm down and out, I feel like I've always felt like that, and I feel everything's useless, and I feel like I'm completely lost, and there's no hope. And I can't really think of a time when I felt anything but this, what it is I'm feeling right now. But then the next day I might be fine, and I can't quite remember what it felt like to be so down and out. So one thing I have noticed is not everybody's like me, so this may or may not be your reality. So I can remember watching the series Taken, and it was done by Steven Spielberg. I'll link the show below so you can watch it on YouTube if you haven't watched it. It's the story starring Dakota Fanning playing a part alien child. I think she's about 10, 11-year-old in it. Anyway, I'm going to quote a couple of excerpts of her where she talks in the movie. My mum told me once that when you're afraid of something, you want more than anything else for it to go away. You want your life back just the way it was, before you found out that there was something to be afraid of. You want to build a high wall and live your old life behind it, but nothing ever stays the same. That's not your old life at all. That's your new life with a wall around it. Your choice is not about going back to the way things were. Your choice is about hiding or going right to the heart of the thing that scares you. And then another one. People talk a lot as if the most important thing in life is always to see things for what they really are. But everything we do, everything we plan, we make is a kind of a lie. We're closing our eyes and pretending that the day won't ever come when we won't need to make any more plans. Hope is the biggest lie there is, and it's the best. We have to keep on going as if all else mattered, or else we wouldn't keep going at all. I just wanted to quote those two because I kind of like what she said. So I watched the latest Peter Pan movie the other night, the 2004 version, And Peter Pan's always intrigued me, the idea that he can never ever grow up. In this Peter Pan, Captain Hook and the crocodile eats the clock, and he goes tick-tock all the time, and Captain Hook can't sleep because he's frightened of the sound of time, and the croc's already eaten his hand. And then also we've got the right rabbit that goes tick-tock, and then tick-tock is a reference to fearing death. Tick-tock, constant reminder that you're getting older. But do we have a fear of getting old, and do we have a fear of dying? Okay, well, that's all I really wanted to say today. Thanks for listening. As always, remember to like it, and ta-ta.